Hey, it's Tax Scripts time from TaxMama.com. And wow, have you noticed that an entire month has just flashed by? We've been buried in work at our office. How about yours? Well, my friend, the 2020 tax return filing brings lots of questions and a certain amount of uncertainty, and for many Americans, a surprise balance due. You didn't realize your unemployment benefits were taxable? Look at all the questions in the Tax Mama forum. The IRS is pumping out their daily tax tips. Did you know they've been doing this for a few years? Here's a link to that. Your tax preparation software, or your tax pros, is still in the process of being updated a little more each day. Yes, so is the IRS, and many IRS forms are still in the draft stage, not quite ready for prime time. I guess that's what happens when Congress passes a massive 5,593-page law signed on December 27th, 2021. Everyone is scrambling to update everything. One of the reasons I've been so busy is redoing all of the seminars and materials that I had finished by December 15th, and now I have to do it all over again. Are we getting another massive law that is going to affect our 2020 tax returns? I certainly hope not. But most of what I'm seeing in the current Biden rescue package does not involve changes to the 2020 tax return. The tax return changes appear to relate to the 2021 tax return, and here is the Tax Foundation summary to put your mind at ease. Now, some great news for people who received the Paycheck Protection loans, the PPP loans, and the early EIDL grants and certain other grants, those early EIDL grants up to $10,000. You can get these loans fully forgiven. You don't have to pay them back. And you are now permitted to deduct the expenses you paid using those funds. But wait, your state may not have complied with one or both of these provisions. They might. But their legislators have not yet had time to meet to pass these conformity laws. So if you're affected, put your tax return on extension. I expect most states to comply. Even in California, someone has already put forward a bill to conform to the federal tax laws. Incidentally, another round of funds is available for those businesses whose gross receipts have dropped by 25% or more in 2020 over 2019. Here is a link to the SBA loan information. Bear in mind, this forgiveness does not apply to the EIDL loans, the Economic Income Disaster loans. Those are real loans that must be paid back. Read your contracts. Some good news for people whose spouse doesn't have a Social Security number. You may now file a joint return this year with that spouse and still get your share of the stimulus benefits. Some bad news for people who got the stimulus funds. You need to know how much you received. The IRS login system only tells you the date the payment was issued to you, but not how much. I have asked the IRS for a lookup tool since last summer, and I was just told last week that they've received so many complaints about this from all over the country that they are now finally working on it. Expect to see it long after you file your tax return, perhaps before April 15th, I said in complete disgust. And there's a link to the IRS Economic Payments Lookup. The IRS has opened up the Identity Protection PIN, IP PIN, for everyone, both spouses, not just people whose identity was stolen. The good thing is, no one can file a tax return using your Social Security number but you. The bad part is you will need to get that IP PIN updated every year and won't be able to file without it. There's a lot more going on. Please drop by this course on the Lambers website for a complete update of everything going on. It's called the COVID-19 World and the December 2020 Consolidated Appropriations Act. Speaking of which, an awful lot of people are going to need the help of their tax professionals to reach the IRS this year. The IRS phone lines are basically useless. Only enrolled agents, CPAs, and attorneys who understand how to reach the IRS through certain special channels are going to get through. If you're not already licensed, this is the year to become an enrolled agent. It's faster than either of the other two options. So join me in our annual webinar about everything you wanted to know about the EA exam for 2021 and 2022, and I'm bribing you with a discount for those who attend. Sign up for one of these dates, Wednesday, February 17th at 10 a.m. or March 18th at 4 p.m. Both times are in Pacific time. We might have another session in April. We'll see. Meanwhile, I'll be posting various updates and webinars that I'm teaching on this events page at irsexam.school, and we've got the events pages. And remember, you can find answers to all kinds of questions about taxes and business issues and EA education for free. Where else? At taxmama.com.